Hey guys, Dancing2 back with more Fire Emblem Heroes. I was not expecting to do a video so soon, but honestly I should have looked at the time of month and realized it, so apologies for this being late. My internet dying didn't help either, but we have another voting gauntlet around the bend, and I figured, yeah, let's go over it because this one is kind of weird. Long-haired gentlemen versus short-haired ladies. A lot of people have said that this is intelligent system scraping in the bottom of the barrel. I think it's about a 50-50 shot of that, or they don't want to put out a huge banner while Trick or Defeat is still going on. By the way, I managed to get Sakura. She is an adorable attack up, res down kitty who is ready to murderate all the mages in the world. So, because of the res down, I'm keeping warding blow, or warding stance. And with attack up, oh, she is actually in poison dagger range. She has as much attack power as I believe a neutral Kagero does, which is pretty awesome. And then obviously still have Maui over here. Swordbreaker is actually going to shore up her attack power by a ton. It almost doubles her amount of wins on offense, so really good. Just in general, Swordbreaker is really good for just doing damage to stuff. Because there's so many sword units in the game. Speaking of sword units, yeah, we got more than a few. Actually, no, we only have two. We only have two here. I'm still pointing with my mouse, and I forget I'm not recording my mouse, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, this is weird, guys. Like I said, I think the primary reason is they didn't want to put out two massive banners of really powerful units. They just wanted to have a few good ones in there. Or they could be running out of ideas. I don't know. I hope they aren't, because Heroes is kind of making hand over fist money, apparently, and I don't want to see this game die in a year like other Nintendo properties have done. Nintendo has this habit where it's like, oh yeah, after a year, let's just take it out behind the shed and put a 12 gauge between its eyes. Granted, they did that most on the Wii U, and that was, I suspect it's because they knew even at that point their console was going under. But nonetheless, banners first. We got Ryoma and Takumi. Obviously, major pulls here, especially Takumi, because of the whole close range counter thing going so well with the two armored units from Trick or Defeat. If you have them already, I would definitely advise starting to pull from this banner. Try and get that Takumi. Try and pull some close range counters off of them. Still probably going to be your best A slot. I haven't heard or theorized anything that would contradict that. Over on the other side, though, I'm sorry, Hinaka, you're just kind of inferior at this point. So, yeah, I'd avoid the two Pegasus Knights, that's for sure. Avoid blue. And always pull green, because apparently green has better odds, even though I think green also has kind of bad odds for pulling, good odds for pulling bad stuff, I should say. But yeah, Amelia's over there. Amelia is amazing. But we'll get more into her in a minute. And, of course, we have, you know, the eternal Swift Sparrow carrier. Which is crazy because Katrina is actually not a bad unit by herself. She is also the only person who carries Swift Sparrow. Swift Sparrow is amazing, therefore she kind of gets defaulted to that. It really does suck that she ended up with Swift Sparrow because her stats are actually really good as well. So yeah, it's about a 50-50 shot for either banner as far as pulling something good. Just be smart about it. I'd say you got slightly better odds on the ladies because for the guys, you have to... Ryoma and Carl are in the same area. And Carl's not even a bad unit. He's just outclassed by so many other sword wielders. And Soren is available at 4-star. Soren and, what's her name? Shauna? I can't remember what her name is. Damn it. The blue-haired lady over on her side. Those two are available at 4-star. Definitely would avoid those if possible, because you can just, you know, go for better stuff at that point. But, as I alluded to, I am probably going to be running with Amelia this time around for no real particular reason. Once again, I don't feel strongly about anyone in this banner. The one thing I do feel strongly about is if you want some action, pick either Soren or Ryoma. The fangirls are coming out in droves for these two. And I feel like that's where things are going to heat up. And you know what? I applaud that. Go for it, guys. I want to see who comes out on top because Ryoma managed to beat Soren in Choose Your Legends. But Soren's got a lot of fans, I'll tell you that right now from what I can see. So it's going to be entertaining one way or the other. Apparently Takumi is also... I believe Takumi is the bandwagon for this one, but I'm not positive on that. I've just seen a lot of team yelling, and that's apparently their battle cry. I don't get it, but I don't claim to get it. Anyway, I'm on Amelia not because I think she's going to win, but because I have an Amelia who I have no idea what I'm doing with. Her A and B slots are, like, obviously A, if I had a Hector to kill, she would be getting distant counter, but I don't have a Hector. So, I'm kind of a little bit out of luck in that regard. So, my idea here is I'm not going to join Amelia's side in order to necessarily support her because I like her, but because I like her a little bit, and I want to see what other people are running on her in order to help better build mine. So, excuse me if I'm not quite as enthusiastic for this round, it's more of a research purpose for this one, and that's if we lose. If we win, we're just going to keep going. And then I'll start to get a little bit more enthusiastic, I might get behind her a little bit stronger. And honestly, up against Katrina, I think we're pretty safe. I thought we were safe last time. And on that note, I don't think any of the mechanics have changed for voting Gauntlet in this time around. So, we still have the brain-dead multiplier of, hey, just sit back and don't do anything until the last hour and then drop all your flags at once going on. And, yeah, it's just the same as before, apparently. Apparently last time they thought that was fine, even though we had 2 massive upsets and 2 stolen victories. I've complained enough about that, but I don't really care as much this time around. Once again, I'm not super invested in anyone. If we lose, I will probably be moving over to the guys' side, because the ladies... Honestly, I want one of the guys to win. I think the last time we had a guy win was in... the only time we had a guy win was the Choose Your Legends Gauntlet. And that's because we like Ike. And I feel like one of these guys deserves it. We need to support them, alright? But at the same time, I need to do research. And it's only in round 1, and like I said, the multiplier could screw us so easily. Like, shutouts are where it can screw you the most, unless you are the bandwagon, in which case you're just uncatchable. So yeah, I believe Takumi is the bandwagon, not sure on that. Soren and Ryoma are going to be the neck-and-neck fighters, where a lot of the action's gonna be, and the ladies' side is just gonna happen from what I can tell. This is my prediction at least. Leave what you think is gonna happen down below or whatever, I don't care. This might go out before the thing starts, if not, who knows? Anyway, see you guys on the battlefields. Bye.